Ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving you tonight a quickie. Okay, no big elaborate editing, no big elaborate sets or what have you. This is a time of year which is exceptionally busy. As a result, I'm watching a veritable plethora of movies, all of which want consideration and are courting my ballot for end of the year awards. And in that push, a lot of times some films get well, they slip through the cracks and they are lost in the shuffling. And I wanted to tell you about this one before that happens. The name of the movie for tonight's lesson plan is called Gunner. Now, remember all the way back to the 1980s, those of you that were either alive then or at least like to watch the movies from that time. And that decade was filled with an awful lot of action films. Many of the action films were, at the time, over the top. There were sequences that didn't quite fit and what have you, but they were just fun to sit through and watch. And tonight's lesson plan, a movie called Gunner, fits into that mold, and that's why I wanted to let you know about it. It was written by Gary Thompson, and the director of the movie is Dimitri Logothetis. And I believe that's what they tried to do in this movie. They tried to capture the essence of those 1980s action films, and they did a pretty good job of it. Here's a look at Gunner.
I don't like surprises.
Then you won't like this one. There is a party crasher against us.
It's a goddamn Green Beret. Booyah.
The president awarded Colonel Lee Gunner the Medal of Honor.
This town's changed a lot. I'd like to take you guys camping tomorrow.
I heard something in the woods.
We're in the middle of a drug lab.
We need to get out of here.
Mr. Gunner, I have your boy.
Dad!
Do what I say, I will let them and you go.
Never knew of a man who wanted to get into prison. Well, you sure know how to make an entrance.
Your son sent me to get you out.
How you gonna do that? Can't say I'm not intrigued.
Your son took my boys.
Cost of doing business. You're planning to trade me for him. You gonna hog that? This guy is not fighting for God's country. He's fighting for family. A guy like that's not afraid to die. They're gonna want to kill you.
They can stand in a very long line.
Take him out!
If it hurts my boy, then I'm gonna kill you. Kill everyone you know.
It's a lot of killing for one man.
So Gunner has a very typical plot that is indicative of what happened in the 80s. The war hero comes back into his hometown and he's frowned upon because, well, he went to fight a war and that makes him a baby killer and all that. But when the town comes into some trouble from some nefarious no goods, naturally he's the only guy that can rise to the occasion and save everybody's sorry ass on this thing. So, typical plot. Starring in this is Luke Hemsworth. He's Gunner. He fits nice into the action role. That's good. Mikhail Jenkins is also in this. And one of the big heavies is played by Morgan Freeman. So it's kind of nice to see him as the OG gangster, if you will, in Gunner. Again, this captures the essence of the 80s action movies. There are some sequences in here that just don't fit. For example, if you watch the skydiving scene, you'll kind of shake your head and go, nah, that ain't going to work. And there are in this what I like to call time-lapse action sequences in order to make the action flow and continue and go at a fast pace. Many of the characters get to places, it doesn't make any sense that they would get there that fast. I mean, unless you were transporting, because Mr. O'Brien was bringing you there. You're just not going to get from A to B that quickly. But they do in this movie to keep the action moving. So little foibles like that were stock and trade of the 80s action flicks, and they certainly are in this movie too. It's not going to win any awards, okay? And in the push for the award winners, this is going to get lost in the shuffle. But I still think it was an awful lot of fun to watch. Brought back a lot of memories. And, when you have Luke Hemsworth and Morgan Freeman, and these things are, there's going to be a step above because those are quality actors who bring a lot of gravitas to their roles, no matter what genre they are playing. And the name of the movie is Gunner. I had fun watching this one. Like I said, it won't win any awards, but it's just a fun little view. And if you're looking to shoot off 90 minutes of some fun entertainment, this one will fit your bill. Gunner. And now that you have learned what you have learned, here endeth your lesson.